Okay. Uh-oh. Okay. Hopefully I got my audio right this time. I gotta start checking it each time when I start. Sometimes it gets reset, and then I have a conniption when I do the playback and I find out that it's horrible. But anyway, here is the beginning of how to Astroneer like a boss. This is everything you want to do. Wow, come on, guys, so close to the shelter. Never had them start right there in the shelter before. Okay, got away. How to Astroneer like a boss. How to get everything you need to be independent and go into space with maximum ability and power without having actually gone into space to start with and get, other abilities and like gather gases and other stuff. This is just how to be independently powerful. Now I see we landed a long way away from mountains. Oh, we got good. Well, we got one good patch of resin over there. So that might be a potential move spot over there. Didn't get lucky and find any power right off the bat. That's another thing, is you want to find a certain amount of power. That's the only mountains on the horizon, though, isn't it? From base, from the starting position. There's some high blue hills over there. Is there a battery here? Here's a good start. Battery, you want small batteries. Oh, there's a wind power over there. Okay, then there's, yeah. There seems like there's just that one range right there. So you don't want to be afraid to move. Closer to the mountains, you're kind of close. You can just hop up into them and go right to work. Now, you're eschewing the little power. It'd be nice if the base was close to the mountains. You're eschewing the little bit of power that you would otherwise have. I'm going over here to get the medium turbine first, since I saw it over here somewhere. But if you're not close to a mountain range, okay, where was that thing? It was over here somewhere. I should have paid more attention where I was gone instead of thinking. There it is. This maybe we'll see a little different oh, that's nice, another battery. That's good. Okay, let's just kind of make a half circle around out here. Should have went a little deeper to see if I saw more power. Okay, now there, is that the same mountain range? I think it is. Let's fill up. On resin while we're here. As part of being a Astroneer boss is to eschew tethers. Now, if you find a fantastic area, by all means put up tethers. But mobility-wise, you want to have a little more flexibility than tethers. And tethers take, tethers take time to set up, and they are limited to wherever you set them, Are we pretty much full? We are pretty much full. Yeah, the other thing that would be nice to find would be a small wind generator, a small one. There's another big one. And there could have been a small one on there and I didn't notice it. But anyway, we can come out there and oh, there's another one. So this is going pretty good. As far as wind goes, this time I found 2 wind and 2 solar, like right away. That was awesome. But then of course I checked the recording and my audio was, oh, there's a little one. There's a little one there. Of course, we can't keep doing this all day. We gotta settle in somewhere. And I think it's gonna be this next to this mountain right here. Ooh, and there is a gateway. And nope, there's another wind. So we're going to have power when the wind blows for sure. We're not going to have sunlight power. Now, the only question is, should it be in the direction behind me? Or should it be closer to the shelter direction? And by the way, you don't want to die. For obvious reasons. This frontage isn't too bad. There's compound, but not much resin. This is completely different from my other start, obviously. And that last time I had a hard time finding the small batteries. So you never know what you're going to have a hard time finding. Of course, I haven't found any solar. But I found like four wind. And you want to find a small wind and put it right there. And keep it right there. What does this need? That needs power. Full power. I'm just going to go over here. I really can't decide, so maybe the wind will howl through this little gap here. There's another wind way up there. So I'm going to settle right in here somewhere. Use as my base. And the first thing I'm going to have to get going is obviously some platforms. Yeah, I can run up either side of this tall peak. I like it. Yeah. Right here. Right here's the spot. Right there. So it is decreed. The first thing I'm going to do is build me a couple of canisters. And I got 2 batteries, 2 canisters. Is that another battery? That is, isn't it? Well, I don't need... Oh, no, it is not. It was just, it was fooling me. Power. Whatever. Power cell? Yeah, power cell. They're good to use in a pinch. If you're going to be a power astroneer, you don't want to use. Okay. We're going to gather. Some compound. We're just going to keep gathering compound. We're going to gather all the compound. We'll probably need more. For now, we're going to gather all the compound. You know, sometimes you might be tempted just to gather a little. No, gather it all. There's some resin. Because you're going to be building more and more stuff as you go. Gather it all. Oh, and make a small printer. Actually, I don't need that extra battery right now. Let's see what this battery does. It's going to give me a buffer later on when I get a. Well, right now, for instance, watch me make 3 small generators. And look at the buffer I have, fills back in. I don't have to worry about running out of power. I want to find a little battery right away and use it. Without a doubt. Okay, let's see. We want when you collect organic, you want to head for these big tall stalks. They are really, really rich now. Really rich. Okay. Oops. Stop it. Okay, we'll be using that organic. No doubt about it. Especially if we find a small Jenny. If we find a small Jenny, or a medium Jenny, I mean. We're in Lake Flint. Well, let's continue collecting here. We're not going to be building a vehicle, a small tractor right away, so we won't have to worry about falling through any artificial floor we put in. We might have enough compound to make most of the stuff we need to make. Just saying, you know what I mean? You know what I mean, man? Okay, let's put in a floor if we can. This is why we made the tossy-turvy. Something look a little level. It doesn't, but what the heck. Oops, and I just destroyed it. More over here. Okay, I'm trying to cut a little platform down here that's fairly level. Use our oxygen filter so we don't have to leave. We don't have to come out of the hole. We'll just keep sucking this stuff up because this is exactly what you want to have in abundance. The less you have to go out and keep looking for resin and compound, the better. Now you'll be able to go out and pick up this resin during your adventures. It's nice to have it on the base, just to keep building platforms and research chambers and smelters. Oh, and you notice it's getting dark? Say these two deposits compound and resin are awesome. Okay, we're gonna say that's good enough. Well, there's more right there, dude. We gotta get out of here. I'm not sure I built a great platform to get back out of here. Is it good enough to get out? Yeah, it's good enough. Well, I spoke too soon. There we go. Okay. Now let's fish out our haul. The next thing we're going to need, can you guess? Actually, I'm going to cover the hole up first. That would be the fairly prudent thing to do, don't you think? How level is that? It's not too good. That's too far the other way. That's pretty good. Now, I've never dug such a big hole. Right at base and then covered it up. Got more resin over here. So I don't know how wise it is to put your base items right on top of your right on top of a dugout hole. But since it's so smooth, I think that's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do. Okay. Let's start organizing this. The thing I was going to mention about the light, I suggest turning up your brightness, let's say 35 or 40. It might seem a little washed out at first, but you'll get used to it, and you know what you won't have a problem doing? You won't have a problem seeing at night, so you can just keep right on working. Keep right on working. Let's put this over here. If it sinks out of sight, we'll rage quit. But now, I suspect we don't have many bites. No, we got 0. Oh yeah, we're gonna need to drop off a couple things here first. Where did the resin go? Let's grab that. Drop off the compound. Okay, let's go make a bite run. And hopefully this is a good mountain to make a bite run on, which it is not. Which it is horrible. At least on this side so far. Except there's one We got started. Okay. Ah, excellent. Research. I choose that research because it's 5 minutes, 750. It's just better than everything else. And when you're, if you're doing a lot of research, and you're picking out the little research dealies anyway. I've chosen to do the mountain ones because they're almost as good as the ones underground in the caves, but they're a heck of a lot easier to get to and to see and to not get lost without building tethers. Nothing. You just want to dig out underneath them, just enough to see if there's research under them or not, because you don't want them to disappear on you. Oh, this is not a good area. My last save, where my audio didn't work, was tremendous, fantabulous. There's a... But we will adjust to the conditions. We might even move. Except we don't have any other good place to move to. And we might go underground early. I don't know. There's some graphite if we ever need it, if we ever get that far. Yeah, this is really a lousy area for... My other one, I would have ran across a dozen of them already. No problem. If you get desperate, you can always grab these too. These research items. I think they're 500 for 5 minutes, or 5.5 minutes. Another one. There's another one buried in the rock there. Nope. Let's see if there's one underneath. Research item. Oop, I might have dug too far into that one. I don't know. As long as it doesn't come loose, though, it'd be alright. Nothing. Nothing. That was a long fall. Don't get into these bouncy things. Well, it's not a very good run. That 357 was not very good. I came back from my other run and my other one with like 900. And it didn't take this long. It was quicker. Since that other one is an aluminum, see, in the other one I didn't have any. We'll get our ammonium right away too. Grab 3. As long as we got the room early on. What's it take to pop this one? See, we may be popping the... I could bring the thing over and hook up to that. Now this one we can do if the wind blows, or when the wind blows. Maybe we should come over and hook up to this solar panel. There's lots of resin and compound. Let's see what kind of research is up here. There's some hidden in here? No. Doesn't seem to be much better than the other one. I think there's a research in here though. It's right there. Can't grab it though. There we go. Had to get rid of that rock first before I could grab the mineral. Boy, I'm tempted to come over here. I'm tempted. I'm tempted. Although it's... that could be our solar. That could be unique to this save. We're gonna do it. Oh, we gotta mule all that resin and compound over though. Well, first let's check the thing out. Let's see if it looks like it's gonna be a decent solar. And I think you can hook them straight up to a platform, can't you? Oh yeah? You just hook that up to a platform and it feeds it. Oh, here's a research right here. It looks like a decent one, but where does the sun come up? Over there? Which side does it hit? The back side? So that only works in the afternoon? Is that how that works? Maybe it's not a great idea. No. Anybody remember where I parked? Make sure I have a spot open. Yep. Now, was I on? Yeah, I came out of the mountains here, right? Yeah, I was coming back and was going along that front. Yeah, it wouldn't do to get lost early on here. There's a poor unfortunate here I have to check out. He's got another research. I just don't remember the gateway. Ooh. Up yours too, buddy. I don't remember the gateway being that close to the base. But it could have been. Go over and see if there's another battery. I think I've got... how many batteries have I got? 2 or 3? Yeah, I don't remember being that close to the gateway. This is a different place. I thought that was my mountain, but it's not. There's another little wind vane. there's a small solar. Got one more. Now there's the one I dug under. I think it looks like I dug under it. Yeah, there we are. There we are. We've got enough to start researching now. We got enough power. Do we have enough research to unlock stuff? Not really. Not really. What the heck? We need to unlock... I think a platform takes... Yeah, the medium B takes 250. There was something that took 500. I don't know what it was. I don't remember. But let's get the small printer. Where did I leave it? Oh, it's right here. Let's put a generator on. And let's get a... medium platform B on. Need a couple of resin. Power. And let's print it. Let's print a couple. Turn over here. Medium printer. Over here. Let's face it that way. Will be our build out. Is there really that much? No, that one just sunk in. That worries me a little bit. There. It's a bit worrisome. Didn't we release the B? Oh, release the medium B. The large B is 500, right? Yeah. We got the A though. We can do the A. We can get one A going. 2 resin. Can't put our extra wind turbines on it though, but so be it. You know what, we'll just do another one. Just dedicate it. There. When you don't get enough bites right away, adjust. Adjust, adjust. Research is 1 resin. I might go back and get that small solar too, I don't know. Let's see. Large. Come on, you can reach it. You can reach it. Maybe the narrow mod with longer reach. Ever use the narrow mod? If I had longer reach, I'd use the narrow mod all the time. Backpack full of ammonium. And research. No oxygen filters. This has to go here. It's mandatory. No, not really. Okay. Doesn't really matter how you lay out your base, because this is going to be temporary, or at least supposedly temporary. Oh, where's that good one right there? It's only going to take 18 hours and 20 minutes with the current power supply. Okay, now I need the... Where the heck did the other 2 generators go? Jeez. Go on, my gun. I don't know where you are when you do that. Yeah, maybe go back and get that small solar. Or maybe we should move to that solar panel. Or maybe we should go underground and get fabulously lucky. Find a medium generator. Because this game save, now this game save is going to be the bites. The bites are, you know, not coming fast and furious. But we got them started anyway. Yep, we're ticking up. We're on the uptick. Yeah, because there was an aluminum way up in the mountains, remember? In the mountains. In the mountains. There was an aluminum. Yeah, let's go get that small solar. If that big solar panel put out more energy, I'd be all over it. But it looked like to me it's only going to work in the afternoon, and they only put out a maximum of 4 units of power, and that one probably, it was in pretty good shape, probably puts out 3. There, we got enough to trickle it in anyway. Let's just take a run. Because if I basically find one more solar, medium solar panel, it basically equals that big thing for power. And it'll work all day, it won't work just in the afternoon. So that's how I'm justifying not moving over there. That's my justification, and I'm sticking to it. Solar, 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 solar. Here, get 500. Oh, we got him. We got him. We got 500. We got 500. We're in the business. There's more research over here. And there's up in the mountains. There's some extra research. I don't know about that one. That one's got a funky rock in the way. See any aluminum sticking up down there? That would make it perfect. There's a nice tunnel, pre-made tunnel. More ammonium. I went too far. Can't even see my stuff. The last time I even found a packager underground. We'll get there. We'll get her home. There. Okay, now we're going to release without a doubt. Large B. We're going to buy it. And, well, the sun's not up yet. We'll wait for solar. We'll stick a couple of these on. Get them running. And now we can do the large B. Hey, we're starting to run low on resin already. In the meantime, let's pull this in. Pull this in. We're not near any shipwrecks either. Space wrecks. Spaceship wrecks? There we go. Always you might find a zinc and a quartz or something, you know, give you a little boost earlier on. If you don't, you don't. Well, we're about to get a little more power. Good power during the day. Don't even need those right now. Got wind. That's oh, now we need them again. It slows you down if you have to sit here and babysit your power base. We'll definitely get another research chamber going. And I wish I could say, well, it's time for another productive run up in here, get more research, because all this stuff is respawned, but it's a horrible place. It's a horrible place. So that's why I might go, you know, I'm adjusting my parameters. And I think I'll go down. I could get some. There it is. I picked up 65. I think I'll go down early. I wonder how hard this is to get out. It's not good getting it out of the rock when you're not an Astroneer boss. Okay, I hear you. Okay. We're making some progress. $750. Actually, that's no better than that's no better than these here. And they're straight up, straight across 5 minutes without any tail off at the end. I got to put this wind on here, and it should be sort of, kind of self-supporting now. And you know what time it is now? It's time